9 nice girl habits all women must break. Some feminine habits diminish men's attraction to women. If a woman is overly nice, it indicates that she does not appreciate herself at the level she knows she deserves. Eliminating these behaviors, on the other hand, demonstrates that you value yourself to the point where you demand his respect and kindle desire. So here are 9 nice girls habits every woman must break. 1. You invest more in the relationship than him. It's so simple to feel great by thinking he's probably too busy, and that's why he didn't have time to return my call or reply to my text. I'll text him, and we'll work something out. This weekend, I'll make arrangements. I'm going to look for a restaurant. I'll do it. Just take it easy on him. No, that is a nice girl behavior that, when examined closely, stems from a place of insecurity. Why are you stepping forward and bridging the gap? There is frequently a subconscious fear that if the gap is not bridged, the relationship may perish. He's not going to respond to your SMS, and any connection you may have with him will fade. So if you realize that your motivation to bridge the gap and create those plans is motivated by a worry that if you don't, the relationship might not work out, it's a strong indicator that you should let him invest, pursue, and demonstrate his degree of interest in you. And 2 wonderful things happen as a result of that. Number 1, you got to receive. Second, he'll appreciate the relationship much more. 2, putting his needs ahead of yours. Committing to someone else does not give you the freedom to disregard yourself. He shouldn't be your primary focus since you still have to think about yourself. So quit being a jerk to yourself. Putting your needs first is not selfish. It's all about survival. 3. Giving undeserved second chances. It is now acceptable to be a person who offers forgiveness. It's all right to offer someone another chance if they've earned it and deserve it. You're not alone. Many women believe that they must constantly be polite, forgiving, and nice. However, this isn't always the case. When it comes to dealing with challenges, women must occasionally be strong, honest, and tough. As a result, you feel bound to give it another try. Because if you don't give yourself a second shot, you lose your identity. Understand this. He must earn the right to a second chance with you. You can forgive him for whatever he's done, which implies you're letting go of the resentment and negativity and no longer carrying it with you. However, this does not imply that he has earned the right to second chances. So how has he acted? What did he say? How is he trying to reconcile the scenario that would earn him another chance, and then just offer him the second chance that he has earned? Don't give him a second chance if he lies to you, cheats on you, hits you, or continues to disregard your limits. I'm not saying people never change, and there are exceptions, but deep down, you know if he's worth the extra risk. 4. Invest more time in the connection than he does. Another common fallacy in our society is that women are the ones that put forth the most effort in a relationship. We often see ladies calling back and forth, running after the guy, and trying whatever to get the guy. But when you start putting in more effort than he does, the balance in the relationship shifts. If you are putting in more effort because he isn't putting in any, the fact of the matter is, the relationship will never succeed. 5. You're thinking ahead of the guy on the first date. You went on a date with this man, and he is attractive, seductive, intelligent, and hilarious. You believe the man you've been talking to is a decent person. He's not strange or insane. Yes, indeed. And you begin to grow enthusiastic about this day. You understand what I mean. You begin to consider the future, your thoughts racing ahead, and you start to think about living together. You begin to consider marriage one day. You start thinking about having children and what your life would be like. So, as your energy shifts, I want an instant relationship with you. I don't even know you yet I know we could be friends. It's a major turnoff for the dude because guess what? He's aware that he hasn't made any deposits into your life. He understands he hasn't earned the right to be your man, and he's aware of his weaknesses in the relationship. So fight the temptation to allow your thoughts to mutualize to the point where you're like, I'm ready now, and I don't even know you. Instead, let your guy earn the right to be with you so that when he eventually does capture your heart, it will be more memorable and fantastic. 6. You're canceling your plans to accommodate his. When you're dating someone new and trying to get to know them, there's always the temptation to put everything else on hold, to spend time with them. Assume this man contacts you at the last minute to hang out, go on a trip, or go hiking. But you already had arrangements with your friends, so you canceled them to see him. When you cancel your plans to favor him, you send the wrong message to him, because men cherish friendship, integrity, and the freedom to pursue their interests. So if you always make yourself readily available, ignoring your boundaries, in order to favor his demands, he'll assume you don't appreciate your friends or respect your priorities. But if you calmly deny his request, he will perceive that you are a lady of integrity who keeps her promises, which will make him appreciate you even more. 7. You say yes to sex before you are ready. When you commit to sex before you are ready to give it, it stems from a deep area of poor self-esteem. If you see yourself saying yes to fooling around or having sex too soon, ask yourself if you're doing it because you want to or because you're afraid he'll leave if you don't. Here's the truth. Guys never like you more because you are fooling around. Having sex without a genuine connection will not keep a man. Sure, he'll feel fantastic for a few minutes after sex, but once the hormonal surge wears off, he'll realize that sex isn't enough to make him fall in love with you. So, never feel compelled to engage in any physical activity before you are ready. Break your nice girl habit, keep your standards and boundaries, and let him earn his place before agreeing to mess around with him or even have sex with him. 8. Self-diminishing behavior. So self-deprecating conduct is funny. When someone is self-deprecating, they aren't taking themselves seriously, and you may laugh at them. But there's a difference between self-deprecation that comes from a position of self-esteem and worthiness and self-diminishing conduct, in which you say things like, "I'm simply not that hot for a man," or "I'm not that gorgeous," or this and that. When you seem to be seeking compliments, that self-deprecating conduct really decreases her attractiveness and connection with him. Break any habits that cause you to belittle yourself. Allow your light to shine. Remember to always feel good about yourself, no matter what occurs. You're doing fantastic, and you should feel proud of yourself. He wants you to be sexy. He wants you to feel gorgeous on that day because guess what? He finds you appealing. He thinks you're gorgeous. And so the magic sweet spot is when you own it and can have fun with yourself without taking yourself too seriously. That sounds really appealing. 9. Saying yes to everything. It might be tempting to say yes every time someone asks us to go someplace or do something, because we want to make them happy and don't want to lose them. The point is, you must retain your own life and set limits. You will never be able to say yes to everything, and that is totally fine. If you are honest about what you can and cannot achieve, he will appreciate you a lot more. Well, that's all about it. So my question for you is, which nice girl habit do you need to break? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope the video helped. Thanks for watching.